This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. After winning gold in the mixed 4x4 at the IAAF BTC World Relays over the weekend, 400-meter Olympic champion Shawnee Miller-Weibo is now focused on this summer's World Championships in London.
We're definitely going for it for the 2 and the 4 this year. They made it possible for us, so we're going to do it and hopefully we come up victorious with it.
In addition to her own success, Shawnee is also happy with her brother Sean's recent gold medal at the Carifta Championships.
I was in the States at the time when I saw the results, and I just went crazy. He had qualified, he had jumped a personal best, and he had come home with the gold. And it's an amazing feeling for him, and I know that it's going to inspire him to do even better.
The 39th edition of the New Providence Public Primary School's track and field meet will get underway tomorrow and run through Friday at the original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. This year, Alive has come on board as the major sponsor.
Whenever we invest in our youth, especially in sports, it can impact the entire community and produce a better society, and we are honored to take part.
The more exposure we give to our youth, the better they feel, and the better they feel, the better our community will be.
With the help of the Lord and with hard work and dedication, hopefully Cleveland Indians will come out on top, but I have a lot of other competitive schools, so I know it's going to be very, very, very competitive these next 3 days.
Also taking place this week, the Austin King Snake Knolls High School Softball Tournament at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. Action there gets underway on Friday.
There's tough rivalry out there, especially from islands like Long Island, Spanish Wells, and Eleuthera. And it's going to be the same this year. The talk is going around. Spanish Wells is coming for their things. Government High won the high school championship here in Nassau, and Spanish Wells is coming to dethrone them as the national champion. So you got to come out and see what we have planned for this weekend.
The cycling track at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center will soon be used as a parking lot for the new Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. This means cyclists here in the capital have to use the road for the time being, but as Charles Fisher tells us, that option is not panning out right now.
It's becoming a growing concern by President Roy Colebrook and executives of the Bahamas Cycling Federation. Over the past year, cyclists, some of whom are national team members, have had close contact with motorists, including hit and runs.
The week before last, a cyclist was hit again on Frank Watson Highway. What happened to that cyclist had to be airlifted. Next month, making a year since a next accident happened, right on Tonic Billion Darling Highway. A cyclist was hit from behind, and he was just left there. Thank God that other motorists saw him and went to his aid. He was in intensive care for some 2 weeks. A next cyclist was hit. Somebody coming out of a shopping center hit him and just sped off.
General Secretary Byron Turbo Musgrove, who still rides with some of these cyclists, says the ordeals are now having a mental effect on them.
They're being very concerned about whether or not they need to ride their bike anymore because of what has been transpiring with regards to our motorists not paying due care and attention. We've been doing everything possible. We are now riding in groups as opposed to riding single to avoid these type of accident. We're asking the motoring public to share the road with us. Give us some due care and attention. Pay some attention to us. We only want a little small portion of the road to ride.
Times for the accident has varied from early in the morning to mid-evening.
These persons who are cycling, their bikes are properly manned. They have the lights. They wear the proper protective gear and everything. Some persons even went to the extent to even put bike cams or cams on the helmets, just to ensure that we use all the proper safety measures that we possibly can use just in the event if a situation happens.
Cyclists just asking for the motoring public to show some more concern and caution when approaching, because they too have a right to be on the road. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
From the minor league baseball diamond last night, Binghamton went down 5-2 to Akron. Champ Stewart finishing up 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored. Kane County beat Wisconsin 5-1. Jazz Rideout Chisholm also 1 for 3 with a triple. a walk, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Bowling Green fell to Dayton 8-6 in 12 innings. Lucius Fox a 1-for-3 night as well with a stolen base. As for Lake County, they went down to Great Lakes 7-1. Todd Isaacs 1-for-4 with a stolen base and a run scored. On to the college baseball diamond now. Pratt Community College finished up a 4-game series yesterday against Garden City, going 1-3. Anthony Romer, he was a combined 6 of 15 with a double, a stolen base, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. Daniel Johnson, meantime, 4 for 15 with a double, a stolen base, 3 runs batted in, and 2 runs scored. The Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, they were also in action yesterday, splitting a doubleheader with Westfield State. Shamal Forbes pitched a third of an inning in the opener, giving up 4 runs, 3 of those earned on 1 hit with 4 walks. In the nightcap, Forbes saw action at shortstop, going 0 for 1 at the plate. The National Family Island Regatta taking place this week in Georgetown, Exuma. Tonight, elections are scheduled for a new body, which will be called the Bahamas Sloop Sailing Federation. As what will happen to all of the others?
All of those organizations will become a part of the federation. So, in addition to the BBOSA, the NSA, and the CSA, the Long Island Sailing Association, all of the regatta committees, we're inviting to have opportunity to have representation at the table. Now, all of them wouldn't be at the table, but they would have representation the same way the boat owners will have representation, the crew members will have representation, the regatta committee and planning committees will have representation, and all of the other sailing organizations. So it's not to put them aside, it's actually to now bring them all together.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned, check on weather, still to come.